What's good, YouTube? It's Josh from Cardoverflow, and I'm joined today by
Steve Gleason.
And what did you do this weekend, Steve?
So I got top 32 at the biggest Europe event, I guess, of the year so far. It's YCS Düsseldorf.
Nice. How was your weekend? How'd you finish in Swiss?
My weekend was so long. I finished 19th in Swiss, 8-1 after day one, and then I lost round one of day two, so I got real nervous. I was just going to bubble the event, and then won the next two. So,
what deck did you play?
So I got Salamangreat.
Nice. Right.
Salamangreat is nice.
You think it's nice? You think it's going to be really good moving forward?
Yes, I think it's really good. I think it's just a better control deck. It can outgrind almost any deck. It has Mirage Value outs all the Thunder cards. I just think it's really nice.
All right, cool. How many cards in your deck?
40, so everything's even.
Cool, let's see it.
Alright, so I got 3 Lady Debug. This card sucks going second. It is so bad, but it's good. It just gets you Gazelle. I just think it's necessary. Some people are trying out Flame Buffalo, and that card's really cool, but it also just requires you to have other cards, where this is just good by itself, even when you're going first. So 3 Spinny, 3 Gazelle, 3 Foxy, and for the one-ofs, 1 Jaguar, 1 Falco, 1 Foul. This card is hilarious. It's so good. So whenever you summon a Salamangreat card, you can summon this guy for free, and you can discard a card to freeze a back row. It can't be activated that turn. It's really good in the mirror because you can just target their counter trap when you normal summon a guy, and then they have to do it, and most of the time you're discarding a Spinny or a Jaguar or something that you want in your grave anyway. So it's pretty good. And it's a free name, free extender.
Do people normally play that card?
Yeah, no, people don't normally play this card. If you haven't, I suggest trying it out. I think it's really cool. So for hand traps, that's all the Salamangreat cards. 3 Phantasme. This card is ridiculous. If you're not maining it, I highly think you should reconsider. It's unbelievable. It auto wins games against Striker. It draws you 1. It's just insane. 3 Effect Veiler. So Effect Veiler is
making a nice comeback. How was it?
Yeah, it's a really good card. I think that it's a blowout against the Thunder Danger decks. If you just hit Saryuja, they chain block to protect their Saryuja, and then if you just Veiler it, that's game majority of the time. And then in the mirror, you can hit Gazelle and cut them off from their trap cards so that you don't have to interact as much with them on your turn, going second. So I just think I think it's a really solid main. It also doesn't lose to Denko like Impermanence does, so it's just not a card you have to set. 3 Ash Blossom. It's Ash, it's fire, you can add it back, it's nice. 2 Ogre. This is the one I was least confident about, but I still really liked it. The biggest thing, this whole weekend I was scared of the Thunder Danger deck because it had really strong performance at the last YCS in Chicago, so this is really nice. If you hit Agripane, you can just stop them and put them on LP and 1 random monster, and sometimes they just can't play. Yeah. In the mirror, if you hit Debug, they can't play most of the time. They need an extender. And yeah, no, I think it's good. It got sided out a lot, but I still like it. For Salamangreat spells, we got the obvious ones, the Will, this, 1 Fusion of Fire. I probably should have played more of this. I didn't anticipate how many Salamangreat decks there would be. I mean, I know it's release weekend, but I still thought that especially by the end of the later tournaments, I would be seeing more Danger decks. But this is really insane in the mirror. And I didn't side extra.
It uses both.
Yeah, it uses both of their monsters. So yeah, the 3 Circle, Sroto, yeah, and 3 Called by the Grave. This is really nice in the mirror. Sometimes your deck loses to hand traps, majority of the time it doesn't. Crow is really nice against this, so it stops Crow. Yeah, it got sided out a lot going second, but it's still really good. 1 of each of the traps. And the final trap is 3 Impermanence. Yeah, I just wanted the max amount of hand traps so that I didn't lose to any combo decks going second.
What do you think was the best hand trap in the deck?
Best hand trap in the deck, Phantasme.
Phantasme.
If you count it as a hand trap. The other ones that got the most value is probably Effect Veiler. Ogre won me my top 32 match. I played against Blue Eyes Guard Dragon.
Top 64.
Oh yes, sorry, top 64 match. I played against Blue Eyes Guard Dragon. He makes the Galaxy Photon monster that detaches 1 to destroy a card. I Ogre it, and he just passes because he can't make Dark Matter Dragon with it. So yeah, Ogre was really cool, good too. So for the extra deck, I played 3 of the Balinks, 3 of the Sunlight Wolf, 2 of the Heat Leo. For Salamangreat cards, 2 of the Xyz. I think this is kind of standard. I'm not going to explain that. 1 Hitza. This card was almost cut. I think it might have. this card won me a game. The space that this would have also been in was named Girsu, which also, thinking back, could have won me a game. So I don't know. I think going forward, if there's more Salamangreat decks, this event had like over 50% representation of Salamangreat. So I think this is just good going forward. This is nice in the mirror. Phoenix is good. Borolo Dragon. This card is nice. So one of my opponents, he made Update Jammer and then made Borolo Dragon. He made it able to attack twice. I wish I had thought of that. I'm just not that smart, I guess. But like, so going future, I would probably think about doing that combo. But this card's really nice. Your deck doesn't have a lot of strong ways to easily get over monsters. And sometimes taking a Colossus against Thunder or like taking Sunlight Wolf when they have Balinks is very good. One Dweller. This is the only rank 4 I played. It's the best one. I would blind make it going second or going first. It's good against the Thunder decks and against the Salamangreat decks. And it won me a game against the Blue Eyes Guard Dragon deck too. So I like stop the egg. What's it called from resolving in the end phase? Yeah. And the last card is Violet Chimera. This card is insane. It gets up to like 4,500 attack on average, and then it deals double battle damage if you deal it with Heat Leo. So it's an auto include. For the side deck, one auto win condition in the mirror. If you draw this, it's usually game. So 3 mind control. This is also for the mirror. So my friend Ryan Judge at Ron's comic book store in Locals in America, he was testing this all weekend. He resolved it against me a bunch of times, and it was just really nice. Like every time he would just take my Heat Leo, he would turn off a trap, and yeah, so I decided to play it, and it won me a lot of mirrors. Moving forward, I think this might be better as the 3 Fusion of Fire, because you can just wipe their whole board instead. But this is still it's still really good. It also outs Colossus, which the other card doesn't. So 2 Prankatops. I was kind of scared of like Altergeist / Draco. Yeah, like random decks. I didn't play any, but I still think this is an include just because you want to be safe against decks that have like tons of floodgates in them, like Subterra, things like that. 3 Droll. This is for Thunder and any danger deck. This card's crazy. It's just an auto win condition against them. 2 Rivalry. This is for going first. If I like to put this in when you think they're going to tell you to go first, so you can just flip it automatically. That didn't happen to me. Most of the time I told them to go second because I would board in Drolls and I would have Phantasme and like maybe 17 hand traps or something in the main. So I would just choose to go second, stop them. Their board looks extra weak after that, and then it's just game. 1 Imperial Order for the win condition against Striker, and 3 Twin Twister because you need those against all the backer decks and stuff. So yeah, that's everything.
Overall, you like the deck?
Yeah, I love this deck. I think it's going to be really strong moving forward. Probably going to be one of the top contenders for Nats this year, and so on. Won this boozy mat.
It's very, very nice mat.
Looks ugly. There you go.
Yeah, any shout outs, any last comments?
Yeah, so shout out to Card Overflow. Helped me with my trip this weekend. Shout out to my fiance Kelly, who let me go to Europe by myself. I didn't bring her. I'm sorry. I'll bring you next time. Shout out to my brother Brian, Kevin, Christian Arena, who also topped, everybody at Ron's Weekly, who helps me practice all the time. And yeah, that's it.
Cool. Congratulations, Steve.
Thank you.